You guys want hand sanitizer? Sure.
It's like the new breath mint.
It really is. It's like the new chewing gum. Okay, rules of today. Okay, rules. Have fun. That's it.
You were teaching dance and dancing
Yeah.
way before Airbnb.
Yeah.
When did you decide to join the platform?
My friend had told me about it. I think she'd gone to San Diego and she'd gone alone and she did all these like amazing experiences. And I was like, how did you find all these things and meet all these people? And she was like, oh, I actually booked a bunch of things through Airbnb. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. I think that's a real niche that I could have because I am in the industry, but I also love teaching. And because the studio is like right in the middle of Hollywood, tourists and like even locals just want to experience something that they can walk past every day and never actually get to do.
Yeah.
So yes, that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna list it as an experience and I didn't actually expect anyone to book it. And then it kind of like, people started booking it and I was like, oh my God, this is so much fun. I don't know how much you guys have danced before, it seems like a little bit, enough to know, I'm sure. So when I count you in, I'm gonna give you 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then we'll start on the one time. So every time I say 5, 6, 7, 8, we're getting ready to go, okay?
How do LA dancers compare to Manchester dancers?
LA dancers are just so much more bold. It's crazy. I feel like here, like the confidence level is just like through the roof, and that's why I wanted to come here. We have so much technical skill in England, and the dancers are incredible. But I think here, what I noticed was like just the level of confidence and the level of like attack that they bring to everything. I love being in the presence of it. It motivates me to do more, you know. Mini recap. So we're going 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, hit 8. Actually, let's have a little, yeah, I like the little hip you're doing right now. Nice little cute moment right now, but we want to keep the arms and the upper body super strong, so like chest should be nice and proud. Yes, exactly.
Tell me about your approach to teaching. When did you realize teaching was something you loved, and how do you tailor your teaching style based on the different folks who take the experience?
You have good questions. You have great questions. I first started teaching 8 years ago, back in my hometown in Manchester. I just always realized that I had like a big passion to work with people and to just watch people grow. And my teaching style is, I like to find a really good balance between fun and also, not strict, but like making sure that everyone that leaves my class has learned something new. So for example, like with the routine that we did today, I'd always throw in little moments that, you know, if you watch a video, you'll go, okay, I can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you know, hopefully you guys will leave knowing that there's and counts and knowing there's an Afro groove. I want everyone to learn something, so I kind of find that my balance is I make people feel really comfortable, but at the same time I try and push everyone to get more out of themselves and out of the class. When I teach in a professional environment, I veer way more towards the push and not as fun because they're already professionals, so they don't need to have fun, they need to learn. But for things like this, I try and find that nice balance, you know.
I think there's something very sad about their professionals. They don't need to have fun. I'm like, no.
I know.
You can't lose the joy.
We do have the joy, but it's more like once you step in, it's like focus, focus, focus. Yeah. Like there's 100 people behind me. I've got to get this right and do it really good because everybody is watching, you know. Okay, from there we're going to do a fun little step. We're basically going to turn our bodies to the side using 4 steps. So where is the last? Oh, your end here. We're going to use the right leg and the right shoulder. So every time I step, my shoulder is also going up. I'm going to step 4 times to go around to the side. I'm going to go step, 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 step.
What is your favorite style of dance, and why do you think you're so drawn to it?
Jazz funk, I would say, is kind of like commercial, like video kind of dance. Like so when you see like Ariana Grande tour or Justin Bieber tour, it's like yeah, very like a music video style, very strong, very big movement. It looks very like aesthetically pleasing. I'm drawn to that style because that's kind of the like when you see a Backstreet Boys video, you see an NSYNC video, like Britney, like that was the style that I grew up watching. When I watched those music videos, I was like, I just want to do that. And I feel like with music and everything, we're taking a different direction now. Like it's going more towards like the hip hop, like very feminine, empowered, very sexual, which I love as well. But for me, it's like I kind of always want to stick to that old school jazz funk. That's why I started dancing in the first place.
What was your first class like?
My first class was amazing because it was a mother and a daughter, and every year they come to LA and do like a little week trip, and they just do mother-daughter things. So we made them a mother-daughter dance. I can't remember what the song was, but they had their own like little song. So we made a dance and we like filmed it, and it was like so much fun. I get to meet so many different people, and everyone comes for a different reason. All walks of life.
Who are the people who are taking these classes?
Mostly everyone wants to try something new. Everyone wants to like just step out of their daily routine and just try something completely out of their comfort zone, and it's just amazing. The way I've listed the class is geared towards that. You know, there's a million classes in LA that professionals can go to, so I really wanted this to be a safe space where people can come and, you know, people like yourselves that don't regularly do this and feel safe, let loose and walk away and say, oh my God, I tried that and it was not so scary. Hit 1, 2, 3, 4, throw, 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 flick, flip.
Do you have a way where you're like, I'll be successful when, or I want to reach this goal, or is it more about like continuing to grow as an artist and it's getting better and better?
I mean, when I first moved out here, I was just like, I just want to go on a world tour with someone really famous, and I want to choreograph it. And then my goals have changed so drastically since I moved here. I work with 2 independent artists who are based out of LA, and I work with one, basically she's like an Iranian superstar called Rana Mansour. And I've just found that working with artists at like that middle level that aren't at that top level, I get my own creative input. I get to decide what I want to do. It brings me so much joy, and the music is like something I would listen to in the car anyway, so to be able to work with them at the level before the whole world knows about them. I would love to do a world tour with like, you know, Ariana Grande is someone huge, but I've started to just find so much joy in being able to work, first of all. I moved here to work as a choreographer, and that's what I'm doing, and you know, and I'm supporting myself with it, even during the pandemic, so I have no reason to complain, you know?
That's awesome. I want to get to B-roll of you dancing, but I want to ask, since you mentioned moving out here to work as a choreographer, did you already know when you were younger this is what you wanted to do, or did you have like a more traditional career path and you like embraced your true love of dance?
Since I was 3, I just knew. Yeah, I took an Irish dancing class, and then I went to jazz, and I did hip hop, ballet, everything. I just knew since I was literally 3, I was like, I want to dance, I want to choreograph, and that's it. But I don't even think I expected to actually do it, you know, when you get older and you look around you and you're like, well, my friends are going to school and doctors and lawyers. You know, yeah, so you kind of start being like, but I never forgot it. I said this since I was 3, so I at least have to try. Hey, I will roll, I will roll.
Who are the folks who you think are just really killing it and you're like, this is the level that I already am at or I aspire to be at?
Ariana Grande choreographers, Ryan and Scott Nicholson. Since the very first day that I moved to LA, I trained with them. Incredible humans, incredible choreographers. Like, if you get a chance to look them up, they're just so amazing. Like, every class with them, you feel like you've grown into like a new level.
Wow.
Cameron Lee, he choreographed Paula Abdul. He was one of my mentors and one of my friends as well. He's amazing. Paris Goebel, I've always like looked up to her. She's just, the rise from where she went to now is just like the true definition of someone who's great. You know, she's just pushed and pushed, and yeah, she's phenomenal. Let's just look over our shoulders. So you can use the right leg to look over to the front.
And how has your dancing changed over the years?
I was so unconfident when I came to LA. I was kind of shy. And then when I moved here and I just got into these rooms at like Millennium with 100 people that knew exactly why they were there, it just forces you to come out your shell. It like transformed me as a person as well as a dancer. I just had to be confident, and I kind of like faked it. And then through time, I was like, oh wait, I am actually confident now. Going into auditions, and when I started choreographing and like being in a leadership field with all these people, it just kind of forced me to like step up in my own life and kind of realize that I'm doing a job that would terrify most people and that most people wouldn't ever even be able to do. And I was like, if I can do that and I can walk into a room and lead people and be respected, there is no reason why I shouldn't be able to do that in the rest of my life and just be happy and confident. And it kind of just taught me like not to worry about what people think, because whenever I choreograph a piece, not everybody's gonna like every part of it. You can't satisfy everybody, so you have to trust yourself and just be like, I know what I'm doing and this is what I'm gonna give, and it comes from me, and just be like, everyone else can just, you know, if they like it, great, and if they don't, like, well, I did my best, you know, I tried. I'll do the first one with you, the second one I'm not going to do with you, and then the third and final one I'm going to do with you. Okay? Deeply humbled as a dancer every single day. That's part of my job. Like every day I go into the class.
She said we're more fun to teach when we're humble.
Yeah, humble.